Today, we're going to be creating the ultimate gaming mouse, or as I like to call it, the Ultralight. Now, let me show you how we're going to do it.
Oh, what the hell?
As I was saying, even though my mouse isn't perfect, neither is my desk, and actually, let's fix that. Oh, again? Come on. Alright, now that my desk is slightly better, we can actually focus on the mouse now. Now, the first thing we're going to be doing to this mouse is in this bag right here. These, I don't know if you can see those too well, are actually switches. And switches that we're going to be replacing on this mouse because, performance, right? It'll totally make me better at gaming, and I won't absolutely suck right off the bat. Okay, now that we have our switches, let's take them out of the bag real quick. Hang on, quick sound test real quick. This is out of the box, not out of the box. This is not in the mouse, so it's gonna sound slightly different once installed, but hang on, let me turn off my noise machine because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but, these apparently have a lighter and shorter actuation, so, yeah. The first thing that we're going to be modifying on our mouse are the switches. They're not great stock, so we're going to be swapping them out for some TTC Golds. Yeah, if you look that up on Amazon, you'll be able to find them. I also have them linked down in the description if you want to check them out. They're pretty cheap, I think like $8 for a pack of 2, and yeah, I think they feel wonderful. Second thing we're going to be changing on our mouse are the mouse skates. Now, this is kind of a longer process because in order to open up the mouse, we need to take the skates off. So technically, we're doing the skates before the switches, but that's besides the point. We take the skates off. There are 2 layers to the G Pro X Superlight skates. You have the PTFE cover, the gray part, and then you have the foam underlayer, which also needs to be removed because in order to take the mouse apart, there are screws under the skates. And we need to split the mouse open in order to get to the switches. So it is a bit of a lengthy process, but trust me, it is well worth it. Once we have split our mouse open and we have all the screws removed, we can do our thing with those switches, unsolder all 6 points, take it out, put it back in, you know the drill. Now we're going to put the mouse back together, and then we're going to put the skates back on. The skates are Tiger Ice V2s. They're a slight upgrade from stock skates because they do have a bigger bevel on the edges so you won't get caught as much on the pad. And they're just a little bit faster. So, in my opinion, if you're not going to modify your mouse, you might as well keep the stock skates. But the Tiger Ice skates, they're no glass skate. They're a little bit faster than stock. I mean, the difference is negligible, but I would say it's worth it in my opinion. The G Pro X Superlight does have a notorious problem with a lot of play in those side buttons, so I did tape them up, give it a little bit of like a spacer, so as soon as you touch it, the button clicks and it just feels better. For about $15 or $20, you can get yourself a magnetized cable kit, and you can just stick the little plug into the port right there, right here. I don't know if you can see. Now, with this magnet cable kit, you basically get 3 different plugs that you can stick in multiple different devices, including your mouse. You get a micro USB, or is it a mini USB? You get a lightning cable plug, and you get a USB-C cable plug. And basically, when you just want to charge your mouse, you come over here, stick it on the cable, and it just starts charging. It is very, very useful because I honestly hate getting that custom cable or whatever Logitech expects me to use with this mouse. It's got the 2 prongs. It's just ugly, and it really is only used for a single device on my desk. But with the magnet thing, I can have my headphones plugged in here, and I can just unplug my mouse and stick it right onto my headphones. Now, here at It's Breadly Industries, today we are going to be testing a fine specimen of mouse, a one and only. It has been injected with anabolic steroids and will undergo the only harshest of conditions in our tests today. Here on my comedically small notepad, we have 3 checkboxes. They read longevity, performance, and feel. For the first test of the night, we will be testing our mouse against itself. We will be seeing if there has been any improvements over the previous generation that has not been injected with anabolic steroids. So, we are going to take our mouse over here, and we are going to tap it. This is the Tiger Ice variant of the mouse. I'm applying about the same force as before. Now this way. A sound test. Let's see if we can just. That is different here. Feels good, more smooth than before. I would say that is a successful field test. Now, I'm pretty sure these switches will last quite a bit longer than the stock ones. It does have a higher click rating. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, then I don't know. What are you gonna do? You just replace the switches. If you're confident enough to open up the mouse already, you're probably confident enough to replace the switches when they inevitably go bad, which you'll probably have a new mouse by that time, but that's besides the point. That gets a check in the feel and longevity area, so yeah. Now for performance. So the general consensus that I have come to in testing this mouse in its performance is good. It games very, very confidently. The mouse skates make it smooth. The switches make me feel more confident that I can hit long sniper shots that have to be more precise without clicking and missing it by a couple of pixels. It makes me confident in daily editing because I can do more precise clicking when I have to do a very like a slim cut or something like that. It just makes it easier and I appreciate it. The lighter clicks on the new switches we installed and the spacer that I installed for the side switches do make it slightly easier to bump into the switches when you don't want to. So it is a bit of a muscle memory retrain, but that's okay in my eyes, and I've learned to accept it and be a little bit more careful with where I'm clicking on my mouse. I wouldn't even worry about it. You'll get used to it eventually. So, our mouse gets 3 big booms in my eyes for all 3 of those checkboxes. 1, 2, and 3. Longevity, performance, and feel. Our steroid-injected mouse is officially better than the stock one. On to you, Bradley. And we did improve the longevity overall. The skates will last a lot longer. The switches will last longer because they have a higher click rating. And I'm very happy to say that the port won't get ruined. The charging port won't get ruined because of me moving that cable in and out. that mini USB, micro USB tends to have a problem with. After a couple of uses, it breaks, it gets brittle, so I didn't want to risk it. The magnet cable is 100% worth it in that regard. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I haven't uploaded in a while, so consider liking the video and subscribing for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next one.